Good day, everybody. This is Dark Comet, and welcome to my channel. I hope you're having a great day so far. Welcome back to Assassin's Creed Valhalla. This is going to be episode number 61 of Eivor's Adventures in England. In last episode, Eivor received information that the person that she put in charge as the Alderman of Lincolnshire, Bishop Herefrith, was actually part of the Order of Ancients and was leading an insurrection against its people. She went back and met up with Hunwald and Alfgar and her other allies there, and then she had to fight the insurrection in battle, take down the people who are turning against the government there, and assassinate the bishop. So we crossed his name off the Order of Ancient list, and then she appointed Alfgar as the new Alderman and got his alliance with the Raven clan, and then she also found out that Hunwald and his new bride Swanborough wanted to come live in Ravensthorpe with him. So that's kind of where we left off last episode. In this episode, we're going to travel to Glowecestrescire, and we're going to attend Gunnar's wedding, who was the blacksmith in Ravensthorpe, if you remember. We're also going to try to build up an alliance with the people there. We're going to meet Gunnar's new wife-to-be, Brigid, who you can't understand a word with. I'm not quite sure what language she's speaking, but it's definitely a bunch of gibberish to us here as we see it, unless you can understand that one language. We also met two new characters, the Alderman Cynon, who is the Alderman of this region, and Tewdwr, his right-hand person, who ends up being someone who may succeed him in the future. We'll find out what that reason is. And then we saw Gunnar ask Eivor to dress up as a spirit of the Mari-Lwyd, which was kind of fun. We went trick-or-treating to the villagers' homes. I really enjoyed that part. And then she went out partying with Tewdwr, and she woke up in the morning. He's missing, and that she has blood on her hands. The Alderman Cynon accused her of killing him, and then she had to escape for her life. We also met the witch/healer of the region, who's a pagan healer there. Her name is Modron, and her daughter Gwilim, and they told her to go meet up with the druid that they said might know more about how this may have occurred. This is one of my favorite regions that I've done so far in the storylines. I really enjoyed it. It has some hidden meanings of how maybe Halloween and Hallows Eve may have started. It also goes into some of the pagan rituals and things like that, which are kind of fun, and then we learn about the Wicker Man as well. So hope you guys enjoy it, and I look forward to it. Let's go start our journey.
I want to see the Alliance map. What transpires in Glowecestrescire?
You may have noticed that Gunnar has disappeared from his forge. He has traveled to Glowecestreshire in search of a wife.
A wife?
He is in love.
When did this happen?
When doesn't this happen with our dear lovelorn blacksmith? But there is a bright side. He has asked you to join him.
Join his search for a wife?
And see that he does not make a fool of himself. I believe he thinks that your presence would bolster his image.
All right, I'll be Gunnar's keeper, if only to bring him back in one piece.
Very generous of you. Make for the town of Glowecestre. You will find him there.
mihi mundus est satis raro sedate, sint biorum amare.
I need your eyes, my friend. There you are, Gunnar. And with a smile I haven't seen in some time.
Eivor, over here. Eivor, thought I smelt you on the wind.
Gunnar, with the speed you left home, I thought you'd been carried off by Valkyries.
I have. This Valkyrie right here, Brigid, my own heart's root. Meet Eivor.
It takes a rare woman to nail down our Gunnar.
Lavendine da, with Maisy Gwili.
Good to meet you as well. How did you find a woman in these backwoods?
She came through the settlement selling runes, outshone every stone in her satchel. She offered me a trade, a rune for a brooch I was making. I got a better deal. But she loves the ugly little thing.
Have you a family, Brigid?
Nath Mama Dad carried Evan Gilad and Anon. Conan helped druise me.
Brigid Man Power, the last High Priestess and Ealdorman. They since passed on. But the current Ealdorman looks out for her.
I should like to meet this Ealdorman of yours, if our kinfolk are to be joined.
A union forged in love. Come, we go find him. Oh, and don't blame me if he's heard a tale or two about you. What about it, Bridge?
Dim jolch. Yw tŵ bags of air sich o gwmpas gilydd. That Eivor gal clis llawn.
Right, no daylight to waste then, huh?
So the Ealdorman may have heard a tale or two about my exploits.
Not all from me. Your name will be on the lips of every skull for years to come.
And the merchants here are not unsettled by lurking Vikinger.
They come from all over to celebrate Samhain. Most are too busy with the festivities to pay us mind.
Samhain? Is that what these carved roots are for? This tradition?
Aye. Faces cut into lanterns to ward off evil spirits and guide children home.
They have a haunted look about them. Let's bring a few back.
There is the Ealdorman. Gunnar!
A good leader, seeing to his people's needs. Let us join hands when his task is done.
Yeah. Then let's introduce you to Tewdwr. Hands as clammy as a dead haddock, but his heart is in the right place. And he'll be Ealdorman after Gunnar. Tewdwr, this is Eivor, my chieftain.
Ah, yes. The way Gunnar speaks, I expected,
Me to ride in on a winged horse, cure the sick and the blind. His compliments are as blunt as his hammer.
Ah, more pagans crowding our table. Just lovely. Well, what brings you here?
I'm here to hasten my friend's marriage and drink my weight in ale. If friendship comes afterwards, then all the better.
And what has Dane friendship done for Christian Mercia? Unseated god-right kings for puppet rulers?
So-called puppet kings keep your land safe and your bellies full. I ask no thanks, only hospitality.
Apples! Eivor, wait until you try the cider. You like cider, eh? Tewdwr? Cider?
Ah, you must be Eivor. Tewdwr, I see you've welcomed our honored guest. Come just in time for my last Samhain.
At your behest. We welcome all pagans set upon God's own Glowecestre.
Tewdwr, as your harvest king, I demand that you remove the turnip from your arse and be merry. So you've come to meet the family before you whisk my Brigid away to her life as a smithy's bride.
We're honored to have her join the Raven clan, but your lush landscape will be hard to match.
I must give away girl and land in this misty season, but Gunnar is a good man, and he speaks tirelessly of you.
If you will excuse me, I have matters to attend to.
Ah, yes, the shrine. And with so many thieves.
Cynon, I do not need a heathen escort.
Youth cut down in its prime, without even the memory of warm thighs and cider to sustain him in the afterlife.
Then by my honor, I shall not rest until I return him to you safely. Aye, Tewdwr?
I see I am outmatched. Though a Dane joining in praise to Saint Kenhelm, God will weep.
My lady love calls, Eivor. Oh, if you'd like to join us later, we're going hoodening this eve.
Go, may you have a fire-forged friendship. Watch for fairies, fenfolk, and fiends. I have a hand fastening to oversee, an apprenticeship to officiate, and a pig to slaughter.
Well, shall we then? Samhain. Cynon humors these pagans too much. It is the first thing gone when I am Ealdorman. Fires and magic. Spirits in the air. Glowecestrescire has strayed from God's light.
People need carousing, especially before the winter frost. A festival brings warmth and cheer.
God's light does not dim as the nights chill, but the winters are hard upon the children. Seeing them run around.
It lightens the heart. Are there priests in your lands? I've met a few, liked even fewer.
The profane has gone unchallenged here. I alone am the reformation. They are a flock in need of my shepherding.
And how will you lead this great renewal?
They will fill the church's pews, and we will thank him for all the gifts he brings. Not false idols of wood and clay.
And yet, are we going to pray at the idol of another? Is this Saint Kenhelm your god?
No, and we do not call him such. He is simply closer to the Lord's ear. Low in a mead of kine under a thorn, lieth poor Kenhelm, king-born. Is this land not beautiful, Eivor?
Aye.
Look, the path is untouched by danger, so your company is not needed.
You're a kinder man than the mask you wear. You won't be rid of me. I'll keep my word to Cynon for your safe return. I don't understand this Christian praying. I thank Odin while standing. Why get your knees dirty?
To humble ourselves before God. Besides, I've dirtied my knees doing worse.
That sounds like a tale I'd like to lend my ear to.
Please, Eivor, I must pray.
Should I watch, or turn my back?
Oh Lord, gift upon this lowly servant your greatest gift. Patience.
I'll not have to interrupt your prayer to protect you, Tewdwr.
And yet you insist on doing so. What is it you are looking at? A hare?
Tewdwr, get to safety. Find somewhere to hide.
Where did they come from? That was close. Eivor, thank you for saving my life.
It is good I was here to protect you. Maybe Gunnar has the eyes of prophecy.
Splood, cloven-hoofed and sent by Lucifer himself. This land must be returned to God's grace.
More likely the shrine is in their territory.
Lord, we thank thee for your protection.
It's not safe here.
Give me my moment's prayer, Eivor. I ask only this.
We should return to Glowecestre, unless you'd like to thank the little martyr here for tonight's feast.
I'm not a babe in the woods in need of constant guard. Go on without me.
I gave Gunnar...
Yes, your word. And when I see him, I will say you protected me from being skewered upon those devil's tusks. Oh, and Eivor, I owe you a drink at least. Later, if you'd have one. Find me at the festivities.
Eivor, there you are.
Here I am.
So, what adventures did you find in my absence?
Escorted Tewdwr to the shrine of some Christian saint. Our path was not peaceful. Accosted by a singular of boar.
Odd, but path na usually safe. To the Brivo.
But you saved his hide. I bet it was quite the sight. Two of you as a pair.
How did Tewdwr become Gunnar's successor? He speaks with his god's fire, but I do not quite believe it.
I watched the Egloi's father's Harden call on Tewdwr. He believes Mavanade quite do.
Tragic that is. But I think the lad can still be molded, Eivor. You might be just the one to do that.
I need a drink.
Try the cider. It's from last year's apple harvest. Skull.
Skull. So, you invited me to a hoodening. What mischief is this?
Niguiscalan Vela Sprudjon and Creatures of the Vale. The bag for treats.
Glowecestre gives their glut to otherworldly visitors, and if you dress as one, you'll get that bounty yourself.
Freely given. I've only seen such a thing done at feasts.
Then we turn you into a beastie and have you roam the hills, braying for sweets and drink.
It's hardly a disguise. Just a cloak and some bones.
Nonsense. You are the very spirit of the Mari-Lwyd. Now, let's hooden. Become the Mari-Lwyd, the spirit who sings for cake and ale. And you cannot have your cloak back until we leave.
I'll keep this covering. But even a knife to my throat could not make me sing on command.
Shame. I heard your voice clear as a bell. Larks fall from the sky in envy.
Gunnar, if no one else is dressed this way, I'll fill your shop with sheep.
That house for sure.
Trick or treat!
What business have you? Oh, the Mari-Lwyd. Right. We're doing cakes instead of beer this year. Samhain night and the moon is high. Mari-Lwyd haunts my door.
Give me sweets and candied treats, the kind I most adore.
Here then, sweets for the Mari-Lwyd. You've earned it.
Are you playing the role of trickster spirit?
Can trickster spirits see? The eye holes in this mask are terrible.
All it takes is a mask and some sweet cakes to turn you into a gentle skull.
I am not going to sing, Gunnar.
Then, through the mist of the night, they saw a woman at the crossroads, dressed all in white, and the children knew they should not have been out in the late and in the dark. So they bent low to the ground.
It's a laddie Wen.
That's right, my love. Laddie Wen, the White Lady. Her dark eye fell upon the children and... Which is why none of you should run out alone to the woods tonight. You will stay in sight of the tree and the Wicker Man, yes?
Yes, Mother Modron.
Yes, Mother Modron.
Now, the first of you to bring me back a candied chestnut shall have a treat.
Bona motic Puzlian. It's what Bind and Bishop wear from Feverfuyan.
Goody.
Oh, thank the gods. We've been waiting for children all night to empty our stores so we can go to the party. Have some extra.
Lads getting into their cups, scaring the wee ones. Eivor, mighty warrior, knocker of doors, victor of cakes. How does it feel to pillage what is freely given?
A worthy haul, and a tradition worth keeping up. I have come to rhyme with you.
In the gloaming, see her roaming, hidden neath the hood.
Never knowing who is knocking, wanting something good.
Oh, very nice.
Look at these cakes. Sweet as honey, Gunnar. You should see this. Gunnar? My cakes. What do you see? Gunnar!
What did you say
Oh,
to me?
damn
I
deserter.
said, cloth ears, take your false gods and piss off back to your shit-smeared hovel.
You are either fearless or stupid, boy, to speak to someone of the Raven clan this way.
Fitting name for scavengers. Winged rats taking what isn't yours.
I'll pick out your eyes and feed them to your god.
Gunnar, we are guests here. Let him go. We can hood him more. You seem to want your nose broken, so let me oblige.
Now! It's you lot we should be burning alive!
Are you sure you don't want to stay in Glowecestre?
They know how to have fun. Four spears! My leg!
Gunnar!
Alice McCallum.
Enough! Keep your brawls to the other side of the river. There's children about.
I don't answer to you, witch.
Thomas Fletcher, I brought you into this world, wiped your mother's birth blood from your face. Mind your tongue. Let's see that leg, then.
It's nothing.
Careful with the old man. He's had many winters' worth of wounds.
Tilukis. Modron's a gumpas to patch this land.
Your aid is welcome.
Men drown themselves in ale on Samhain. But I fear for the fragile peace when Tewdwr becomes Ealdorman.
With Dean and fall. Regardless of Poisiel Puar.
That man called you a witch.
I lead those who follow the old ways in Glowecestrescire. But I offer my healing services on both sides of the river. Gwenith, my love, go back to the house and bring me the garlic salve.
And the worms? Are we cleaning or cutting, Mother?
Yes, grab them before you return.
Give me strength.
My mam Modron is known I'm a humor towish Gudran.
I'm glad you all finding my mortal injury so funny. Go, Eivor. Make merry and try to loosen Tewdwr's shoulders.
Modron, you do not have to save his leg. I'll understand.
That limb will be fine. But no medicine in England will stop the dribble from his mouth. I do not work miracles.
Senor Prestis al Tewdwr. Listen, forgive. Saying it.
With bitter ale and sweet friends, that is a fine way to end a day.
Was a wretch, he said. This bail.
I thought the church condemned this celebration.
I hate the church. Name's Gwilim, and I turned to God just 3 years back.
You look like a man with a past. What were you before you took up the cloth?
Me? A grain farmer. Had to take up the sword a few times to protect my crops.
What brought you to God?
You know you need to change after the third night you wake up bridgeless in pig shat, with no idea how you got there.
Do you like Glowecestre?
Ah, 'tis a beauteous place. Shame they're losing their ealdorman.
Enjoy the festival, Gwilim.
Ah, perhaps a drink later.
Eivor, there you are.
Tewdwr.
You're well met. Gwilim here has challenged my honor in a contest of drinks.
Join us. The lad will be easy pickings.
Give me a cup.
Some ale, then.
One for me as well.
Gwilim, the warrior monk. Now we can match wills with a flagon in hand.
Ale is known to blunt even the sharpest of blades, Eivor.
To holiness returns a man to royal reason. Skull.
Adhere lumbare ad furore de hominibus quasister superrudit ascabra.
Far. The honor of Glowecestre is at stake. I will not leave these lands to one who laps at ale like a cat.
Foul. Come, lad. The leader at Glowecestre should hold more mead than...
Too strong for you.
I have seen babes in arms drink a hogshead of ale fast.
So slow.
And drink!
Come on, lad. Show me.
Don't hurl into the barrel, okay? Ha! Droolmonger.
Good effort, Tewdwr. This merriment feeds my soul. Here, another drink on me for allies new and old.
Of all the Ealdormen I've met, you are the most unburdened. What is your secret?
None. It is well known. The burdens I carry will soon leave this world with me. So drink to my life and death.
Death.
I am to be sacrificed in the Wicker Man as king of the harvest. Like Ealdorman Cynon before me and all before him.
Horrible barbaric practice. A burnt offering after poor crops. They hope well-fed gods will smile upon them.
Your people are loyal to you, Gunnar. Seems a waste to throw your life away.
Their loyalty would falter if I shirked my duties. I will die glorious in flame, not live to further choke my homeland.
A toast, then. To Ealdorman Cynon. Joyous and generous. Let each man show him loyalty until he suffers death.
My friends, you are kind to me. I'd like to toast my successor, Tewdwr. May he wear the horns head high.
Weak. What is this? Water. I feel like Thor chugging oceans. No effect to my head or step.
You heard the woman. Give her something stronger.
This'll work faster than any tonic.
Good. Give me visions of all creatures that roam these hills, and the sore head tomorrow to pay for it.
Wow, that tastes awful. It feels good, though. Eivor, speak true. My feelings be damned. I have been an arse. Do not deny it. And I, for that, I am sorry.
A colossal horse is ours. Yes.
Soft words from the heartless heathen.
Only fiercer than fire among ill friends. I can be very as nice as a spring gale.
And how nice is that?
Tewdwr, with Gunnar and Brigid's marriage, our clans will unite. But we could join by oath as well.
Oh, yes. My first ally as Ealdorman. I accept. We shall make an oath. How do we start?
Yeah! The greatest oath and the greatest union! To the oath!
The treaty! The greatest! More ale to seal our friendship? This way, this way. Look out for the black sow.
Sow, like pig.
Flaming pig. Chases you home at night. Silly words to scare silly children.
You see magic as the stuff of children's dreams.
Perhaps I judge too much. Truths I half believe. Foolishness sometimes takes my tongue. I have to piss.
A great blackness chases stars across the sky in great whirls of color and light. Whoosh!
Here we are. Right inside here.
Tewdwr! 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 Where are you? Hell's breath. What happened last night? And the effects of that draft still cling. Tewdwr! Are you here? Tewdwr's bodyguard, killed by knife.
Page from Twedwr's journal. I am to be Ealdorman. It came as quite a shock, as I have made my interest in furthering my path in the duty of Christ. The Father said that though my heart lies with the cloth here in Winchcombe, the Lord has needed me elsewhere. Heresy, devil worship, and hedonism plagues Gloucester proper like locusts. I am to be their new shepherd, freeing them from the devil's bondage and leading the good people back to his side. I just hope they will be my willing lambs.
This pot has been broken, and it's covered in blood. A weapon, maybe. Blood. Could be Tewdwr's, if he was the heavy thing being dragged. Mighty footprints. Someone was hiding back here.
What's happened here? Open this door! Come out of there!
Gwilim's pouch. I wonder if it still has his little something stronger. But why is it here? Better hold on to it. So, what does this lead to? The murderers hid here, lying in wait while we approached outside. They jumped from the shadows to kill the bodyguards and to disable Tewdwr. Then they dragged him away. That accounts for everything. Except Gwilim's pouch of herbs. I'm still unbalanced by Gwilim's special something. Maybe Mother Mordran will know the contents.
There she is! What is the meaning of this? Blood soaking our soil, and your weapon coated in the same.
Gunnar, please. More has happened here than you can see. Give me a right to parley my innocence.
I should have heeded Tewdwr's misgivings about heathen party guests, and now he has paid with his life. With Tewdwr gone, Glowecestre will be without an Ealdorman. Eye for an eye. Your Raven clan will lose their chieftain.
Get the murderer!
See you, old friend.
I came as soon as I heard. Tewdwr is missing.
Murdered. By those visiting Danes, no less. It's true what they say.
Hands tacky with old blood from the new king. It would be best to lie low.
Go, my eyes.
There's Modron up ahead.
Hello again.
Mother, it's the friend of the mangled leg man.
Eivor, you remember?
Indeed. It's a surprise to see you. Is everything quite all right?
Do you recognize the contents of this pouch?
A very unusual blend. There is a druid who uses this mix to aid sleep.
A monk called Gwilim poured some of it into my drink last night. The effects were intense.
Search the houses! Can't have gotten far!
Damn Christ, sons, what is it they want now? They make this place unlivable for pagans.
Mother, if the stranger wants more of the herbs, they can talk to the druid Hallywyn.
Yes. Hallywyn's cabin is on a lake, near where the Cherwell and Great Ouse rivers meet. But he is a strange fish. Rarely does he speak to mortals, preferring the company of spirits. Now, I've business at Rollindrich. Find me there later.
Okay guys, that'll be it for today's episode. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you hit that like button. It really helps out my channel a lot and shows me how much you appreciate the product I'm putting together for you. Please leave a comment below and let me know what you guys think of the episodes so far and what you might want to see, or if you want me to highlight something you haven't seen so far. Really would appreciate to hear from you. Make sure you hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so already, and hit that notification bell so you'll be notified when I do other episodes of Assassin's Creed Valhalla and other things I do. Check out the description below if you want to see some of the other games I put together for you. And I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Stay safe out there, and we will see you on the next Dark Comet adventure.